The House of Torres no longer sits upon their small, yet growing port city of Lagodoro. A Muslim invasion of Sardinia resulted in our neighbors and enemies being wiped out entirely and replaced by a powerful emir. Yet in a moment of weakness, and through our friends' and allies' help, our forces were able to defeat their army in combat and push them from our shores once more. Jedi Gallu is a great, if slightly eccentric leader, who has brought his family and dynasty much power. Yet his son Castoro looks like he may struggle to do the same. A man who means well, but whose own incompetence has gotten the best of him many times. Our fledgling power is on a shaky foundation. It will be he who cements it or lets it all fall to nothing. This is the third episode of a roleplay grand campaign, which will start in Crusader Kings 3 and end in Stellaris. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy. Let's get going.
I've been corresponding with your Chancellor, and I must say I have come to see you in a new light. The Kaiser likes us a bit more now. We like him a lot. He doesn't like us too much. Mainly because of cultural differences. He is, my god, 34 diplomacy. Jedi Gallu is overseeing his new domains. This is the largest his family has ever been. It's the most lands that they've ever held. We do share a common ancestry with many of the other royal families in Sardinia, including the Cagliari royal family. We are of a similar vein. If we go in here and look at the houses, we'll see that we are related to pretty much all the other Sardinian houses. Oh, we just had, oh my god, my son just had twins. We've got 800 troops. That's a good amount. Cagliari has, I believe, 1,900. So they have a lot more than we do. My god, this party is boring! Orgador has got to be the worst host the world has ever seen. How can mortal men be expected to endure this snoring celebration of mediocrity? His eyes cast about the room looking for a diversion, any diversion. Zagata gives me a friendly wave from a nearby balcony. I've got to do something to stop this evening dragging. We're gonna go dance a bunch. We'll go do that. We're gonna send him to Galura to get some level of order over that recently twice conquered area. It was sacked by the Muslims, and then obviously, I'm sure a lot of it was damaged when we brought our armies over there to push them back out again. A beautiful morning rising over Lagodoro convinces me to go riding for the day, just for the sheer pleasure of it. I should invite a companion to enjoy this outing. After an hour of an easy trot, I decide to add a little excitement to our outing by racing a short distance. We'll race fairly, because we're not an asshole. Neven! See that lone dead tree a half a mile or so, straight ahead? Shading his eye as he nods. On my mark, know that the last one there is a darn loser. I feel like darn probably wasn't a word used in 1124, but I could be wrong. Ready, set, go. I take an early lead, but Neven keeps pace right behind me. As we near our target, his horse finds the strength for one last burst of speed and noses ahead to reach the tree first. I'm heartened by his whoops of exuberant delight. Very well done, I concede. We'll trade mounts next time to see if it's your skill shining or the horses. All right, we're befriending our bishop. That's a good thing. We need the clergy to like us, especially given the religious state of things after the schism in Europe. Bounding through the hills, I am gaining on the flighty hart I have been chasing for hours. Just as I prepare to strike, I hear my Chancellor Curadora, a word I can't say, cry out in pain. She has fallen, is now clutching her leg. God damn it. She's our vassal. The background on this is weird. When Galura was conquered by the Muslims, they brought slave trading to Sardinia. They were trading in slaves in Galura during like the couple years that they held it when we didn't attack them. She owns Torres, which is one of the wealthiest parts of our vassal holdings here in Sardinia. Alright, we're gonna drink more. We're 53, goddammit. We've fought a crusade. We've been taken prisoner by Muslim heathens. We pushed the heathens out of Sardinia. We deserve to get ridiculously drunk on feast nights. I mean, come on. As one plate of food is replaced by the next, my vassal Castoro, or Zokar, I'm saying that wrong, goes on and on about investment opportunities. He's that dude you meet at a party who won't shut the fuck up about Bitcoin. That's who this guy is. And that we, how we have salvaged this mess. Are you sure I'm not boring you, my lord? You making a fool of yourself could never bore me. We're gonna really piss him off, but we're impatient and callous, so we're gonna be an asshole. We don't mean badly, we're just a dick, you know. Our daughter can marry. Alright, we need to find her someone prestigious. Alright, we'll marry her to the mayor of, this town. Well, we just need to find her a husband. We don't want her, you know, hanging out here with all of our other kids. We already have so many. Not only do we have to run Sassari, we also have to administer Galura now, and we've got 8 children on top of that. So we need to get some of them out of our court just for our own peace of mind. A quiet campfire burns beside me as I sit down. It is my only companion here. I've been traveling for eons, alone in this strange dream of mine. Where am I going and where have I gone? I know not. It is now night, and around me is desert sand, yet I feel neither cold nor hot. The skies above fade in and out of different unnatural colors, such as dark emerald, maroon, or the blue of the ocean depths. I lie back and watch the flickering stars. How beautiful this world is. What is going on? Are we having a lucid dream or something? I wake up with a jolt. The stars, the night, the desert, the colors under the skies. They are not here. There is only the sunlight morning as I wake up. Am I back in reality or am I still in the dream? Uh-oh. I do not know how to distinguish between the two. Uh-oh. That's a problem. It's important to be able to differentiate dreams from reality. That's pretty key for just general sanity, you know. We're going to build some farms and fields in Gallu. We got to bring back the prosperity that once existed there before the heathens invaded. We'll upgrade our barracks in our capital, and we'll upgrade the fields in Gallu. Good, we brought order to Gallu again. Our marshal was sent to Gallu to rein in the bandits and the general unrest there after the Muslims. I'm sure there was some remnants of their army still in the mountains too, which he's successfully dealt with. And then we're going to go ahead and upgrade the forts in Sassari. During this time period, the coastal cities were always at risk of basically being raided. The North African Muslims were constantly raiding coastlines in Spain and Italy, but especially in the islands. So Majorca, Corsica, and Sardinia were constantly being raided. So it's important that we upgrade our defensive holdings on the coastline, since Sassari is a coastal city. We've got our income up pretty high too. We're up to 8.1. Once we fully build up our holdings in the north, we're going to look to probably getting some more men-at-arms. Poachers here in Judike's woods. They huddle together as I ride up with my guards, making a poor job of hiding the dead heart behind them. We did not do this. Your mercy. Their blades and bows belie their words. We are impatient, callous, and trusting. We trust them. We're trusting. So we'll believe them, and we'll see if they want to become bowmen. We'll make our son Castoro become a steward. He's fairly competent at it, and he needs experience. So we're going to give him some time developing the capital of Sassari. We've almost been playing for 100 years now, so I think I am going to start to move a little bit more ambitiously, assuming that we get characters that are willing to do it. We also do have 1,100 soldiers now, so our armies have become much stronger since we conquered Gallu. We'll commission an artifact. We don't have a crown. That's important for a ruler to have, so we'll start by commissioning a crown. Also, our grandson can marry. Alessandro has come of age. He is a thrifty clerk, intelligent, temperate, zealous, and impatient. For some reason, he is wearing his helmet indoors. I'm not sure why. It seems to be a theme of our family, wearing armor when they really don't need to. Let's find someone really royal. We're gonna betroth our grandson to Princess Theodosia, because getting ourselves... Sardinia was a vassal of Byzantium, or Rome, up until really right before the start of this game. It's been around 100 years since we were direct vassals of Rome, but we obviously have a lot of cultural connections to them, so we are going to marry into their family. Very prestigious. Our grandson will be married to the daughter of the Emperor of Rome. Yeah, I know. He does look a little bit incompetent, doesn't he? Oh, shit. All right. We have died. We lost the title. Jedi Gallu of Logadoro has abandoned his mortal coil at 61 years of age. He died of old age. A zealous man, he fought for the glory of God against the heathens and won the greatest holy wars in recent history. It's true. Jedi Castoro ascends the throne. A charming and outgoing man, he is celebrated by many nobles across the realm as a gracious host. All right, first things first. We're gonna find some real clothing. Are we zealous? No, we're not zealous. We won't wear that. That'll work. Let's go ahead and take a look at Jedi Castoro. He is, as I said before, diligent, callous, and generous, a misguided warrior, an eager reveler, a novice steward, a flexible leader, and intelligent. So he's very competent. We have our wife, who's Judesa Margot. She is glowing, a spy master, an intricate web weaver. She is chaste. That'd be a good thing for a Christian. Forgiving and callous. We have 3 children. We have Alessandro, our son, who's very competent. He's come of age. We've got our daughter, Ilaria, who is only 9. And then we've got our youngest son, also named Gallu, who is rowdy, and we will also take him under our wing. Done it. But we're gonna become we'll do authority focus. So we're gonna be a very tough ruler. Focus more on that rather than strategy. We're gonna make Alessandro our son, our steward. I want him to become trained and very confident. Oh, he took off his armor. We can actually see what he looks like. This is what our son looks like when he's not constantly wearing his armor. Because we want him to get trained, obviously, in stewardship. For Chancellor, we'll make our vassal from Port of Torres. Our father gave her her land, so she should be grateful. She's not. She doesn't like us much. So we're going to work on befriending her. For our spy master, we will go with someone who doesn't hate us. We'll go with Euphemia. We'll make our sister spy master. She's not very good at it, but she's not going to murder us, so that's a plus. And we can start training our children in combat, which we're going to do. All right, I just realized that we lost Galura. Due to the fact that we didn't make a duchy title, we have lost Galura to our half-brother, Gallu. We don't dislike him, per se. We're not a tyrannical man, but we are diligent and callous, and we have been trained as a warrior. So I would suspect that we'd probably want that land back, and we want our heir to keep it. So I think that, generally speaking, Jedi Castoro is going to be on the warpath. We're going to be training up our army, which we lost a lot of soldiers after the split, and we're going to be preparing probably for some wars of conquest, so we can secure a duchy title and be able to hold on to our lands. So when our son Alessandro inherits, he'll be able to retain everything. My Knight Ulf approached me with a thoughtful expression. Is there anyone special to you, my lord? You must read my irritation as such a personal question from my face, because he continues. I mean, is there anyone you would wish to dedicate your commissioned artifact to? It is turning out well, but a meaningful inscription will make it feel even more personal. We really love our wife, a lot. We also loved our father. Given circumstances, we're gonna have it for our wife, because we really love her. All right, come on, son, you got this. He failed to learn yet again. He's an ambitious lad, but he just can't seem to get better with his sword. There are a few things I enjoy more than Judice and Margot's company. Wonderful. An actual happy marriage in CK3, not with a relative. That's fantastic. It's good to see. She quietly listened to all my troubles, helping me put them in perspective. And after a while, I realized that it wasn't as bad as I had imagined. After this short break, I felt more at ease than I had been in a long time. I'm lucky to have a friend like Judice and Margot. That's our wife, by the way. Let's seduce our wife. She has 100 opinion of us, but we have a 30% chance of seducing our wife. I guess it's just one of those marriages where we have like just no physical attraction, but you know, we respect each other and we have kids together, you know. Let's develop the capital. We could use a little bit of stress. It's a good thing sometimes. My metalsmith Ulf updates me on his progress, droning on about the limits of mold and bellows as my mind reels with bold ideas for my crown. Making may not be my personal forte, but that doesn't mean I can't have some say in how my money is spent. We'll give him some suggestions, and let's see if our son will actually learn. He has failed yet again to learn anything. Basically, we're just going into like the courtyard of our castle with some practice swords, and we're just beating the shit out of our son, because he's not getting better, so I assume he's just like getting his ass kicked like every week and completely failing to learn how to use a sword. Kind of probably pretty close to child abuse, but given that we're in 1134, that doesn't exist, so it's fine. Over here, my lord. My knight Ulf waves me over with a wide grin. I have toiled many days and nights, and finally my work is done. He presents me with an object wrapped in cloth, and as I lift the fabric, my eyes grow wide. An ornate crown of fine craftsmanship. The crown is forged from silver and set with small pieces of jet. So we got a crown. It's the Toriu crown. It gives us a bit of prestige, and it actually gives us more vast. It's a very modest crown, one befitting of our title. We're not even a duke. We're not a king. We may claim to be being a Jedi, but we aren't in reality. He's still not learning! What is wrong with our son? He's ambitious. He should be improving. What the hell? Some kids, I swear. Such a disappointment. We're going to tell him that. That won't cause any problems. We're going to go on a hunt. We're really angry and stressed that our son is so incompetent, so we're gonna go hunting and kill some things, you know, to deal with our problems. It's basically medieval therapy. You would think it is a creature from myth, perhaps a god disguised in animal form. It was the largest deer I had ever seen. Even when the beast was wounded, the chase lasted half a day. It's still an imposing sight lying dead before me. Euphemia is just as awestruck. I have never seen such a thing, my lord. We're gonna mount the trophy in our great hall. All right, let's beat the shit out of our son again. Come on. He still isn't learning. And our daughter refuses to even try. We just failed to seduce our wife. You are a thoughtful man, Castoro, but I do not like you that way, says our wife, and looking disappointed. Only God knows what the future might hold for us. All right, we're pretty on. You know what? We can't afford it. We can't afford it, but we're gonna go on a pilgrimage. Jedi Castoro is pretty unhappy right now. He's been married to his lovely wife for 20 years. when he tried to get to know her more intimately and actually seduce her, he failed miserably. It's probably due to the fact that so he's pretty unhappy right now, and frankly probably wants to get out of the capital. So we're gonna go on a pilgrimage that we can't afford. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the. Let's go really far away. I guess we can go to the Vatican. We can only really afford the Vatican. We're gonna go talk with the Pope about our problems. We're gonna get out of town for a little bit while our wife hates us. For every week that passes, my fellowship grows even smaller. We literally just have to take a boat across the Mediterranean. What the fuck are my companions doing? Just jumping out of our ship? Some have gone as far as they can before the need to return home overtakes them. Others have met with less fortunate ends. Most worrying is the fact that my group of personal guards is sitting out at an alarming rate. The fact alone shows what a treacherous journey this can be. Let's take a look at the path that we need to travel to get to the Vatican. We get on a ship here in Sassari. We literally just sail right across the Mediterranean, and then we're in the Vatican. So, again, what the fuck are our companions doing? We don't need any protection. We're literally just in Italy. It's fine. Pilgrims flock to Rome from all over the Christian world. Some follow via Francigena. Others take less known paths. In the end, we all converge here at St. Peter's Basilica, where the great man himself was put to rest. Standing here with the other pilgrims, I sense a feeling of solemn unity and fellowship shared amongst the gathered, all having overcome various trials and tribulations along their journey. I will say, I've been to the Vatican, and it was much better than I expected. Like, I knew that they had a lot of wealth and had done a lot of beautiful things, but I remember going into the Vatican and being like, Jesus fucking Christ, that's actually impressive. Like, the Vatican is absolutely beautiful. All right, we finished our pilgrimage to the Vatican. We've now come back to Sassari to see our wife, who again doesn't love us. She's made that very clear. She doesn't care for us much. She likes us a lot. We got friend zoned by our wife. I just want to underline that fact in case that like y'all haven't connected those dots. We did get friend zoned by our wife, which is even more awkward because she really likes us. Like, our wife really likes us. She likes us a lot as a friend. Poor Jedi Castoro. He's got a lot of, I think, probably internalized rage at this point and a lot of insecurities. So we're gonna deal with that in a really healthy way by invading our neighbors and generally doing violent things. Aha! Gallu has improved his skill at arms and showed how hard he's willing to work towards his goals. Finally! Finally! Our fucking son finally improved. And he got diligent. Oh my god. He's now ambitious, diligent, rowdy, and potentially intelligent. Nope. And he got wounded. We just wounded our son trying to teach him how to fight with swords. That's unfortunate. I was a bit overzealous and injured my ward. That's our son. Why would we call him our ward? He's our fucking child. We just like we're sparring with our son and we just seriously injure him and out loud he just says, I've injured my ward. That's like a traumatic moment in the life of our son. God damn. His father referring to him as his ward. It's a little brutal, not gonna lie. This is a really dysfunctional family. Jesus, man. Though I will surely see many battlefields before I meet my maker. Maybe. My library holds tales of war from 100 lifetimes. I have recently acquired a tome on the Great Siege of Constantinople, as well as a time-worn scroll written in some ancient language. Who knows what forgotten secrets it holds? Well, we can translate. Night falls and a single candle illuminating the script before me becomes shorter by the hour. When it flickers one past time and leaves me in darkness, the scroll secret remains undiscovered. We're gonna keep going. And we had a mental break. Alright. Lately, it feels like I am constantly being distracted by lascivious thoughts and erotic fantasies. This man has such bad blue balls. His wife won't fuck him, so he's just got, like, really bad blue balls. With all the hardships of my everyday life, it is too easy to lose myself in daydreams and forget about reality. These desires are clearly interfering with my life, but what should I do about them? We're gonna start working out. We're gonna start lifting weights. We're gonna start running along the coastline of our capital down by the trading hub our father built. We're gonna get in shape. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put all these emotions, we're gonna lock them away, and we're gonna go running. That's what we're gonna do. Even in the hope of a dusty glossary, the skull is reluctant to share its secrets, but I press on. As the night progresses, the most incredible story unfolds before me. Arminius, the son of the Germanic chieftain, had been raised in Rome, but plotted to forge an alliance of tribes to defeat the Romans. Arminius became an officer in the Roman general Varus, who advised him to take a detour through the Teutoburg forest. There Arminius launched a series of ambushes. Due to his Roman education, Arminius knew exactly how to combat the enemy tactics and lead his people to a decisive victory. We're going to study the battle. We get advantage in forest and Taiga. Nice. Well, let's start thinking about taking back Galura, though. Our half-brother owns it. We like him. We do like him. But we definitely want it under our own control. So we're going to conquer Galura. And then we are going to allow him to keep the title. But it is going to be under our control. Here we go. Oh, and we lost. And they have allies. All right, we have allies we can call as well. So Jedi Castoro just started a really dumb war that he was frankly not prepared for. But we might survive it. We're just going to have to outrun the enemy. We've got a bunch of really renowned carpenters now. We're just going to run around the isle. And we're being chased right now by the enemy army. We're just waiting for our allies to show up here. All right, let's do this again. We're going to lead our men into combat. Like in Teutonberg Force that we read about, except without the competence of Arminius or the surprise attack. Basically just a regular battle. Alright, we have broken them. Wonderful. We're going to siege out Galura, and then we will take it for ourselves. Our half-brother has proven to be very competent, I must say. He'll make a very good vassal, assuming he stays loyal. But he appears to not know when to give up. Spirited boy, but not strong enough to deal with our army and that of our allies. Alright, we've taken it for ourselves, but we are going to give this back to our half-brother if we still can. We're going to invite him back to court. And then we're going to give him Galura back. Because we're not dishonorable. We can't do that, though, because we have to hold a duchy title, otherwise he'll just get independence. That's unfortunate. What do we need to form a duchy? We need one more de jure county, and then we'll need 250 gold. So we really have to only conquer one more person. We don't have a casus belli on any other part of Sardinia. So we're going to have to find one. We will send our bishop on a trip to Arborea to get a claim over it so that we can become an actual duke. The Arabs have been kicked out of Sicily, I believe entirely. Yeah, he's been converted to Christendom. We lost all that stability in Galura that our father built, so we're going to have to send our marshal there, unfortunately. I understand you are interested in deepening your grasp on warfare. Yugis glances down as he approaches me. Is he a giant? Gurgis is well known for his mastery of vicious charges and fierce attacks. Aggressive attacker. If there was one who could help me understand, it would be him. Sure. He's going to mentor us in hopefully becoming an aggressive attacker. And we are now a strategist. We're an armchair general, though. We've only fought in one war. We've only fought in 2 battles. All of our military knowledge has literally just come from us reading books. So we're literally an armchair historian, or an armchair general. All right. We have a claim on Arborea. They have an infirm Jedi, one who, we like him a lot, but we need to expand so we can become a proper landed duke. So we are going to invade him. Never mind. Who is he allied to? Ah, he's allied to both of the other Jedi's of Sardinia. We don't currently have the men to win this. We're going to need another very strong alliance. Our young son Gallu is in need of a wife. We're going to find him one who will give us a good alliance. Aha! We had a daughter! Wonderful. Alright, we have a daughter to betroth now. Perfect. We can betroth him to the heir of Cagliari, who is slow admittedly, but that'll knock them out potentially. If we get an alliance with them, Arborea. Actually, I don't know how that works in CK3. If you're both allied to the same person, who gets to call them? We're about to find out. We've been very close with the Cagliari, with the House of Cagliari for quite some time, and we are related with them. So let's see how this goes. All right, we need to meet up with our allies. If we can siege at Arborea, we might be able to get their Jedi captured, and then we can end this war. The cost will be high, though. We don't have many more men than they do. I assume he's not leading armies because he's infirm. Yeah, he's in his capital. If we siege at Oristano, we will probably capture Jedi Jacopu, which means we should win this war. Aha! We captured him. Wonderful. Like I said, we captured the Jedi, and we are able to enforce our demands and end this war. Now all we need is 250 gold, and we will be able to form the Duchy of Sardinia. We're gonna go running. We're gonna go run off some issues. I'm in the middle of my training when I spot Kiradore Grigoriou, also exercising. I look him up and down. Not only does he appear to be in good health, but also at peak fitness. I would love to measure my prowess against his, but in what way? Should I take multiple factors into account if I wish to win? Raw strength or a mix that could include stamina and wits? Just fuck off. Let's spar with him a bit. He won. We did not win. That's unfortunate. All right, let's see if we've learned to be an aggressive attacker again. We have a 56% chance, so let's see. And we have succeeded. We are now an aggressive attacker and a flexible leader. Wonderful. That's really good. That means if we attack defended positions, we can just absolutely slaughter people. Our second son has now grown up. He is a skilled tactician. He is ambitious, diligent, temperate, intelligent, and scarred. Pretty impressive, to be honest. Same with our daughter, Duchess Ilaria of Provence. She's come of age, and she has, of course, been married to the Duke of Provence. She is diligent, trusting, chaste, and intelligent as well. We apparently are a pretty smart family. I mean, just grossly incompetent and incredibly dysfunctional, but very intelligent. So that's, I guess, a redeeming factor. We've got a lot of income now, don't we? There we are. All right. We are going to make the Duchy of Sardinia. We are now a mighty Archon? How do you say that? How do you pronounce that? We can now grant titles as well. So we are going to do what I said earlier, which is that we are gonna grant Gallu back Galura. We are gonna keep Orestiano though. That we will keep for ourselves. You know that guy who we conquered and who I just gave back his territory? You remember that guy? The one out of the kindness of our heart, we gave back his title. Remember that guy? When we didn't have to? He just blackmailed us! My half-brother Gallu has publicly denounced me as someone who lies with other men. As much as I might claim to be misunderstanding, the priests consider me a sinner in the eyes of God. What the fuck? We literally just gave this man back his territory. And he throws us right under the bus. Well, we are now known to be a sodomite. Fuck. That's what you get for being nice in Crusader Kings. Same guy, by the way. Many months have passed since the lords and ladies of the realm gathered for a feast, my Archon. Jedi Gallu unwarily continues. It would benefit you not to mention those among us who appreciate a good feast, if this would remedy. We are going to plot his murder. We have been so kind to him, and he has given us nothing back but spit in our face. So we're gonna have him murdered.